Right, it's coming up to Christmas and the big day is not far. So these are 8 fragrances that will make you smell amazing on Christmas. And yes, I have a cold. I sound awful, but let's go into it. Welcome, you absolute legends. I am Paul Fraser, I am Pete. I am back, and yes, I have got a cold. I am sorry, it's going to sound a bit trashy. I'm sorry, can't help it. But these are 8 fragrances that if you wear on Christmas Day, it's going to make you smell amazing. And I've got a budget for absolutely everything. So we've got clones, we've got cheapies, we've got designers, and we have niche. 2 from each one. So I'll give you a few options there. So on Christmas Day, whatever your budget is, doesn't matter. I'm going to make you smell absolutely fantastic. No honorable mentions in this video. So we'll start off with the cheapest to the more expensive. We'll start off with the clones. Alright, start off with the clones, and like I say, this one is really cheap. It's clones about £30 to £35 for 100ml, which is a real bang for the buck. And this is Armaf Magnificent Pour Homme. This smells like Dior Sauvage. This, if you like Dior Sauvage but a little bit not so nuclear, this is definitely up your street. It'll smell fantastic. It's fresh, it's clean, it smells really nice. It's not so peppery, and it's, to be honest with you, it has toned down. It gets good performance. I get good 8 hours on my skin, so again, I've got no issues with that. The price point for what you get, this is a great alternative to Dior Sauvage. The EDT for me just gives me a headache, so I can't really wear that. But for me, this will work just as good. It's more towards the Eau de Parfum, but honestly, it's a great little number. Don't underestimate this one. And for the price point, you can't go wrong with smelling like Dior Sauvage at the moment. I know everyone smelt it and everyone knows about it, but if you want it on a budget, Armaf Magnificent Pour Homme might be for you. Alright, next up in the clone category, this is a little bit of a curveball because quite honestly, I think this is a really unique fragrance. Now, the clone it's done is Mancero Tonka Cola. This is from Paris Corner. This is Amir Cherry Cola. It's a really unique one, and it's very fizzy. It's got a nice fizz of it. It does smell like cherry cola, I'm not going to lie. If you don't like gourmand fragrances, maybe not for you. You might want to try the Citron Boisé one, which is a bit nicer from the Amir Corner one. But for me, I think it's still a bit different from everything else. You definitely stand out from everyone else. Runs about 35 to 40 quid for 100ml. Again, price point wise, I've got no issues with that. Smells fantastic on my skin. Lasts about 8 to 9 hours. Easy off my skin. So again, real good bang for your buck. So again, you're not wasting too much money on this. It's a great little number. Very a little bit different from everything else that you'll normally smell. I think it's a great little number. I have not tried Tonka Cola yet, but as far as I'm concerned, Cherry Cola from Amir Corner is definitely well worth finding. Alright, up next for the Christmas Day, these are the cheapies which I just think will work perfectly for you. Now the first one is an obvious one, but yet people forget about this one. This is Versace Dylan Blue. One of the most underrated blue fragrances ever. But the reason I think this works perfectly for Christmas Day is yes, it's fresh, yes, it's nice, but it's like a deep incense note at the base, which gives it some darkness, a bit more oomph about it, and the performance is decent as well with this one. It runs about 35 quid again for this one. It's a real hitter, heavy hitter. Again, I've never known anyone not like this one, and I've had a lot of compliments from this bad boy. So please don't snooze on this one. It's a great little number. I think anyone could pull this off. So if you're 18 to 88, try this one. You'll not regret this one. So this is Versace Dylan Blue. Alright, the last one on the cheapie, and this is an absolute belter for a cheapie. Really, if you're not in the fragrance community, you might not know about this one, so this one is for you. This is from Salvatore Ferragamo. This is F Black. This one runs about 20 quid. It's been around for nearly 15 years. I think it came out in 2009. And this one, it just smells, it's incredible. It's all about pepper and spices and warmth. a great little number, a very classy sort of fragrance. If you want to smell a little bit different to everyone else, trust me, you will be well different with this one. If you want to worry about if it's too spicy for you, I'd be surprised. If you find things spicy, maybe not go for this one, maybe go for the Versace. But for me, I just think this works incredibly well. Massively underrated. And again, for 20 quid for 100ml, performance rate, what more would you want on Christmas Day? You'll smell amazing, and trust me, people will love you for it. This is Salvatore Ferragamo F Black. Alright, up next, and this is going into the designer world, so this is going to be a little bit more expensive, like more top end of designer world. And we're going to start off with this one, and this one came out 8 years ago, and it sells by the bottleload. It's a great little number. This is from Tom Ford. This is Noir Extreme. Now you could go for the Noir Parfum, which again is a fantastic fragrance, but I don't see why this one is redundant. You can go with either one because the Parfum will perform a little bit better, but for me, I just think this one smells amazing. It's all about a kulfi, which is like it's like a pistachio ice cream, and it's got some spice in it. It smells freaking amazing. Still sells by a bottle load, like I say, and trust me, everyone will know you smell freaking awesome. All I'm gonna say is just wear it. I don't care how old you are, you wear this, people will love you for it forever. Again, easy one to find, and runs about 120 quid for 100ml. Not cheap, but if you want to get it smell amazing and you've got the budget for it, Tom Ford Noir Extreme is well worth getting. Alright, the last one on the designer list, and this is top end designer stuff, and this one is not cheap, but there is alternatives to this, and I'll explain it in a minute. This is from Yves Saint Laurent. This is Tuxedo. Now, as you can see, I've had a hell of a dent in mine, but the juice in here is just phenomenal. It's rich, it's warm, it's slightly resonance, and it's got lots of patchouli in this, slightly spicy, and very, very classy. If you can't afford this, and that's absolutely fine if you can't at the moment, you might want to look at the Tux from Maison Alhambra or Suits from Fragrance World. Even those two is good clones of this, and if you can't afford this, they're just completely understandable. Those are alternatives for us. They're blooming close to this. I've spent the money on it, and I'm enjoying this fragrance. Wear this and you will smell like the life of the party, especially on Christmas Day. And I'll tell you now, I've not known anyone not love this fragrance, so even the women like this one. So great little number, and all I'm gonna say, the hype's real for us. It's been out for ages. So this is Yves Saint Laurent Tuxedo. Alright, now we're going to some big boy world of niche, and if you've got the money for this, all power to you, because quite a lot of people don't at the moment. So we're going to start off with one that came out a decade ago. Now this is not an obvious one when I tell you this. This is M. Metcalfe. This is leather. This one is absolutely gorgeous. So it's a soft, beautiful, warm leather fragrance. Absolutely. It's ever so slightly spicy, but not much. It wears amazing on my skin. So just be aware this isn't an obvious one now. Whether or not it's been discontinued or not, I don't know, but as far as I'm aware, it's still about. It's really a gorgeous, warming scent. Perfect for Christmas Day. It will, if it's cold and you go outside for a walk, and some of us do, this will just cut through the air like no one's business, and it also makes you smell absolutely awesome. Massively underrated. No one really talks about this fragrance, so I don't know why. I'm going to say now, if you find this one, wear this and love it to death. It's a great number. So this is M. Metcalfe leather. Alright, the last one from the world of niche, and this one is a juggernaut. This came out 2015 if I remember correctly, and I think everyone knows this one. This is Serge off Naxos. This is a warming tobacco, it's like leather fragrance. It does smell a little bit of honey through this. It smells absolutely gorgeous. No one I've ever known not like this fragrance. It's absolutely awesome. Again, wear this and it'll last all day, maybe into the evening. And to be honest with you, what more can I say than Naxos is, the hype is real for this. I'm just wondering if anyone will do a clone of this at some point, because I'm sure they will. But this one is absolutely stunning juice. Well worth having a bottle of this. Yes, it's not cheap. It can run up to about 200 quid a bottle for 100 ml. So again, I'm not saying everyone buy it, but if you've got the dollar for it and you want to smell amazing, you can't go further wrong than Xerjoff Naxos. So that's my last one for Christmas Day. Alright, now it's time for my scent of the day. Alright, my scent of the day, and I've gone with an absolute oldie but an absolute beauty. It has been discontinued for quite some time. Luckily, I have 2 bottles of this, and to be honest with you, if you can get a bottle of this, try get Pure Havana by Mugler Amen. One of the best cherry tobacco fragrances ever made. In terms of quality, it's ridiculous. When it came out, it was around about 40 to 45 quid. Now, it's about 200-300 quid a bottle. So, if you've got one of these, you're very lucky. And as always, let me know in the comments what your fragrance of the day is. Well, so there you have it. These are 8 fragrances that you can wear for Christmas Day. It does not matter how much money you've got, whether you want cheapies to expensive stuff. Always do smell amazing at Christmas Day. Have an absolutely amazing day. Whether you've got your family, your kids, whatever. Have an amazing day. And as always, if you've got a top 10 list, a fragrance review, or a question, please let me know in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit my subscribe button. I'm also on TikTok now, so please go find me on TikTok. I'm there. And as always, I'm on Instagram as well with Fun with Fragrances, and I'm posting most days. And as always, you absolute legends smell amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.